In Prometheus, a team of explorers discover a clue to the origins of mankind, taking them on a journey to the darkest corners of the universe. There they must fight a terrifying battle to save the future of the human race.
Prometheus has landed.
These are ancient civilizations that were separated by centuries, and yet this same pictogram was discovered in every one of them.
They're smiling.
I think they want us to come and find them.
We're all here because of a map you two kids found in a cave.
Not a map. An invitation.
From whom?
Please tell me you can read that.
I've been excited for Prometheus for a long time. Have you?
Yeah, as soon as it was announced that Ridley Scott was doing a new, just a new movie in space, I was like, oh boy!
Because it was like returning to his roots even if it had nothing to do with Alien.
Yeah.
Right. Now, of course, speaking on that, everyone assumed that this was something to do with Alien, and then when it finally, more information came out, he said, no, it's not.
No,
but then he kind of admitted, he was like, alright, there is a little bit of Alien in it.
Just a little bit.
And everyone pretty much was like,
oh, come on,
yeah,
really?
It's totally an Alien movie.
Really? Catchphrase.
Now, whether or not this movie is, in fact, an Alien prequel, we will discuss stuff like that in the spoiler section, but for now, we'll just talk about Prometheus, and that's it. I personally thought that it was very style over substance. I think it was great filmmaking with a weak script. That's what I think.
I can't say anything because you just wrapped up my thoughts 100%.
So let's just go home.
All
That's
right.
it. That's
Yeah,
pretty much
no,
it.
goodbye,
Bye,
everybody.
guys. Bye.
Bye.
All right, see you later, Mike. It's good to hang out with you. See you later.
I really enjoyed doing pretty much it, but I really I'm gonna go now. Definitely what Eric said, but there were a lot of good things. I mean, like it was definitely a well-made film.
Right. That's the thing. It's like Ridley Scott is is such a great filmmaker that he took a relatively weak script and like hollow script and made it into something that for 2 hours or so I thought was the best movie of all time. And then I mulled it over while I slept and whatever, and I thought, okay, it had some problems.
The thing is that it was very pretty.
And
it was reason for being very pretty because most of it was practical. The suits, the sets. So I mean,
creatures and stuff, all practical stuff, which was great.
Which that's just fantastic. It's just there wasn't a very compelling story to wrap that all together.
Right.
But, which is like I can't argue with that because if he had done that, Prometheus would have been like one of the best movies ever made.
Right, yeah, that's true.
But like it had a lot going against it.
Yeah.
Everything about the movie was good except for the story and pacing.
Right, yep.
I mean, like the acting was good.
Yep, I thought so.
Yeah.
The effects were great, like we said.
Yeah.
And overall, like, I really enjoyed it while watching it.
Yeah.
And I still really enjoyed it, but it's just, once I had some time to get away from it, I realized, okay, it was not amazing. It was really good, but here's why.
It had amazing things in it. Like
correct,
the
that's a good way to put it.
Yeah,
definitely.
I think the visuals were great.
Yeah. Well, let's get a little more detailed with it. So
Okay.
we're talking about the plot, but let's talk about what we thought of what plot was there. I thought that really the main thing to the plot was, the only thing that kept you interested was wondering what was going on.
Yeah,
and like, what was going to happen next.
And that was the main thing, and like it never got paid off.
Right, there wasn't
like,
a major payoff, you're right.
Like the whole thing that in my mind was, all right, they're going to a planet to find out the origin of mankind.
But we still have these questions.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
Which is not good. I mean, like,
and you get some answers, obviously. Like things happen, but it's still open.
Yeah,
too open, a little too open.
Yeah, it's not like they, there's no plot holes necessarily. What they did was they brought up a lot of things and then they just didn't end them.
Right. I think the only reason that they would be considered plot holes is if they never make a sequel or anything. Right? But I think that it seems the intention, what we were saying is this movie felt like the part one of a 2 or 3 part story. But once again, Ridley Scott blows it out of the water because it's all him. This is all Ridley Scott. The only stuff that's good about it, well, the acting too, but Ridley Scott, like I said, is such a great filmmaker that he could take a script that really has not much to it and make you think it does. Make you think that it's really deep and meaningful.
There were some actors in this movie who were not even that good of actors, but they were directed so well.
Right, and it just worked.
Yeah.
Yep.
We saw it in IMAX 3D. And the 3D is, out of this world.
It's
right
fantastic.
Now. I mean, like, there's a lot of people who knock 3D for cheap gimmicks.
Yeah.
And like in this movie, it is a gimmick somewhat.
Like when the little balls fly at the screen and stuff.
But like it is so well done. I don't care at all. Like when they're on the spaceship and like the hollow videos come up.
Yes,
and it's like
that looks amazing.
It's like fourth dimensional.
It is.
In a
It's
way.
almost like you could reach out and press the things.
Yeah, it's the 3D, and that is just so well done.
It is awesome. And it fits the movie very well because it makes you feel like you are a part of this world. So acting-wise, like I think we said earlier, the acting is really, really good. And even the people that weren't as good, Ridley Scott did such a great job directing them that they were good.
Which is really rare. Like I think the worst actor in this movie was the guy, the male love interest.
The poor man's Tom Hardy.
Yeah, what's his name?
Logan Marshall Green.
So yeah, he was not a good actor at all. I didn't like his character. But like we were saying, Ridley Scott's such a good director, even though the guy couldn't act, he directed him in such a way where it was like, okay.
Yeah.
It looked like he was just like a really shitty guy in the movie.
Pretty much, but it worked. And then I thought everybody else did a really great job too. There's too many people to really get too into, but I'll say Idris Elba, given the chance, could have stolen the show, but he wasn't in it enough. And then I thought that Michael Fassbender was really awesome as the new android in the universe.
I wasn't worried about that.
No, I don't think anybody was, but I thought he was really, really good.
Michael Fassbender's David was pretty much like our generation's
I can see that. So that's really all we can say about Prometheus without getting into spoilers. Now we're going to talk spoilers. So if you have not seen Prometheus, I would say you'd be an absolute moron to keep watching. This is a movie where you don't want to know what happens. So please click off this video right now, and you can come back and watch the rest after you've seen Prometheus. But now let's get into some spoilers. So first things first, I want to say how I felt about two scenes in the movie, and they made me feel really just very happy. I think that the scene where like the little snake thing isn't like, comes up, you first see it and it goes like that, and then he grabs the guy, breaks his arm. That scene, and also the cesarean scene, the C-section scene, those scenes made me think, and I literally turned to you and said, I was like, I didn't get to see Alien in 1979 in theaters. This is my version of that. Like, this is fantastic. This is awesome.
That was some intense stuff.
I could easily see the C-section scene going down as a classic. Like, that was awesome. That whole thing was awesome.
The thing about it turns out that Wayland was on the ship,
which I had no idea, didn't even see coming. And it's funny because I turned to you, and the point where they were like, this medical pod is made for a male. I was like, well, that's funny. Oh well, that's weird because she's a girl, Charlize Theron.
I kind of called that from a really long time ago.
I didn't even see it coming. I had no idea.
But like, there were so many hints.
Yeah, looking back, there were, and I don't know if I should feel dumb for not realizing it, or if I should be happy that they did a really good job of kind of putting it in the movie, but I thought that was great.
That's another example of something that went nowhere. It's like they bring Peter Wayland to the space jockey, and it's like, why was he a bad guy? Like, they never explained why the space jockeys were bad.
Well, not so much bad, but why they wanted to destroy their creation.
Yeah,
they're bad only because we're in the shoes of the humans. Yeah. But, they might not be bad if you're in their shoes. You know what I mean? We're just like, we might be just like nothing.
Yeah, they wanted to kill the humans for a reason. What's-her-face even says it at the end, like...
Yeah, but why? I really wanted to know why, and I don't want to have to wait for a sequel. I went to see Prometheus.
Exactly, like, we went to the movie for, like, the answers in the trailer.
Yeah. Also, as much as I like David's character, and I like how Mike Fassbender, we're cool like that now, how Michael Fassbender portrayed the character and everything, why in every movie, in every Alien movie, this is the exact same plot of every Alien movie in terms of the androids. It's like, hello, I'm an android. Halfway through the movie, I'm screwing you over.
I'm the bad guy.
What's the deal with that? Why is that like in every damn movie? And the last bit of spoilery info that we are going to talk about with Prometheus is fact that this is absolutely 100% an Alien prequel.
Yes.
And you know what? People that have seen the movie have told me, go in with an open mind. It's not an Alien prequel. And I was like, okay, fine. But now I'm like, it's 100% an Alien prequel. I could not believe. That's the big thing we're talking about.
Really? Was it a surprise for you?
I had no idea. I literally thought that there would be no alien in the movie. And then there was a xenomorph at the very end.
I mean, like, I knew it was coming the whole time. Because,
how?
Because I knew they had to wrap this movie up.
Maybe somehow. It's just because I saw so many people saying it's its own thing, and I was like, all right, yeah.
Because
I had no idea.
I knew it was going to be the last shot. Too.
Right. Okay.
They were gonna say, "Oh, here's an alien." Boo! Credits.
Now, as much as I love that in the theater, I was like,
it was well done though. It was very well done.
So well done. The way that it breaks open and then it goes to black. Yeah. Fantastic.
That was great.
However, once again, now that I've mulled it over, it was a little bit just like all of a sudden, it kind of just came out of nowhere.
It kind of wasn't because I
know that was a giant face hugger.
Yeah, that's the thing that solidified me.
Yeah,
when the giant face hugger toppled over the jockey,
which that was an awesome scene.
I was like, awesome. All right. there's an alien coming. That as soon as that happened, I was like,
it didn't hit me right away that would be a giant face hugger, though. That's why I didn't realize.
It's like when the thing went down his throat, I was like,
well, that's right when that happened, right? Yeah, I realized.
Was like, yep, here it comes.
But that I have to say, like you said, that was extremely well done.
Oh yeah, it was great.
So
good
damn awesome.
I was so happy it did not end with like the spaceship flying away and her saying, "I'm gonna find."
Oh yeah, at least they gave us one extra little thing, like, "Sorry, we left you hanging. Here's something." That's almost exactly what that ending was.
And like, I think it wasn't even supposed to be like the normal xenomorph because it looked like it had human teeth.
Yeah, and it had a little bit of a different body. I guess it's the first version of it. Overall, let's just say Prometheus. Once again, I really, really enjoyed it while watching it. Now that I've thought about it a little bit, it's not as great as I thought it was while watching it. Great filmmaking, weak script. That's my 2 cents.
If you really, really love sci-fi, definitely.
Great sci-fi. And it's certainly nicer to see this than a lot of crap that comes out, even with all its problems. So let us know in the comments what you thought of Prometheus. Please use spoiler tags if you're going to talk about anything spoilerish. Yeah. Please don't ruin it for anybody else, because I was very cautious reading comments on all our own videos this week. Yeah, don't do it to people.
Even though I kind of saw the ending coming, when I still saw it.
You don't want to know. You thought you knew what was going to happen. You didn't know. So please use spoiler tags, but let us know what you thought of the movie overall. Let us know anything that you want about it, really just anything. Let us know what you thought of the David character being like the same type of story as all the other movies. Let us know if you have any answers to any of our questions, I guess, with the movie, or if you have questions yourself. Just let us know anything you want about Prometheus, and that's pretty much it.